Being on the celebration stage was incredible. Right before I went on, I was watching Leslye Headland speak, and it was so emotional for me, having seen her, come up with the idea, pitch the show all the way to where we are today. I burst into tears, and then the whole cast burst into tears, and it was just so moving. And the fans, I'm just blown away by the fans right now because it's such a good energy, and it's so much love, and it's really, I was so nervous, and it's really calming me down. So it's amazing. I just can't wait for it to come out because that's going to tell us so much about how people respond to it. But, the teaser that was played when we were on the celebration stage, I could just hear everyone, I turned to watch it as well, and I could hear everyone behind reacting. And it was very positive. And the little bits I've seen of the show, I think are fantastic. The story is amazing. And I really believe in what we're making. And I'm really excited for people to see it and see how they react.
It was a bit overwhelming, and at the same time, so much love, like so much positivity coming at me and at the project. And also just anytime I get to be with all of my cast is amazing. Like anytime I get to stand next to them and like take credit, but like stand on their shoulders. I think people started to get more and more excited about doing something a bit different, and something that was from the villain's perspective, and something that maybe questioned the Jedi Order.
It's surreal. I think we were in a room of 4,500 people, just waiting for us to come out, and it's like never felt so loved before. It's a bit of a departure from what we've seen before in Star Wars. I think there's going to be some new costumes coming out next year during Halloween. Maybe some new costumes for Celebration 2024, and I'm excited to see it.
Today, this event, participating on this, almost as heartfelt as when I received a call that I'll be playing Jedi Master on Star Wars, because everyone here is a family of Star Wars, and I was really shocked that this was 15th year of this big event. When the fans were cheering me on and welcoming me playing Jedi Master, that was also heartfelt, and I think it would just be an unforgettable day for me.
It's incredible. It's my first Star Wars celebration, so seeing all the cosplay and lightsabers waving in the air, it's really incredible to see. We shared a new show that we just filmed called The Acolyte. I'd say it's a mystery thriller with a lot of surprise and action and adventure. And us and the cast and the showrunner Leslye, we showed a clip and it was great.
Thrilling to feel the energy of everyone coming back to you. You don't always have the honor as a performer to directly see how it's affecting people, or to have so many people love it with only getting to see 2 minutes. I don't know how long that teaser was, but it's wild. This is wild. My character is a very powerful woman, a leader, and I'm excited for people to see her and meet her. I think that there are going to be a lot of fans who feel like they see themselves in a way perhaps that they haven't before in this universe, and I hope that my journey resonates with people, and that they love her as much as I do.
It's so fun. The fans are so lovely. I'm so excited. I'm so happy everyone loved the trailer as much as we do. I'm just really excited. It's a great energy in that room. It was so exciting. I'm just really in shock as to how well received it was. And I just feel really overwhelmed and euphoric. Leslie's just brought such a fresh, new way of looking at the Star Wars universe, and I'm just really excited for everyone to get to share that like we have with her, and just share a little piece of her mind, because she has a brilliant, brilliant mind.
It's been incredible. Looking out into the fandom, looking out into these groups of people all dressed up, pouring their heart and soul and years into preparation for these costumes, characters, is probably the coolest part, for sure. I think the expansion of the universe, I think we have the opportunity not being based in anything to build a new kind of platform, a new image and a new world of at least Jedi. I know I can say that. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out.
Padme is probably my favorite character, and I love all of her outfits. And I really love cons and cosplaying, and I knew that there was going to be tons of cosplayers and people just super excited to get into the world of Star Wars today, and so I wanted to do it too. Going into creating Star Wars, of course, I've just been delving as deep as I possibly can into the world, which means that like I'm on Star Wars YouTube watching videos of Celebration and like wondering what it would be like to one day be on those stages, and now the day has finally arrived. So I think it is it's like a huge pinch me moment, and of course I know how deeply the fans love Star Wars. I think everyone does in a way, but it's so different when you feel the electricity in the room, and we just really appreciate everyone's support of our show. It's really exciting for us to focus on a point in the timeline that hasn't been seen before. I think what we all love so deeply about Leslye and what allows us to come to work every day and pour our hearts into it, even when we're exhausted or our wrists are tired from saber flowers, or it's just that she always operates from her heart, like almost relentlessly. And so this is a really emotional story that comes from a deep place of passion and love, and it is what allows me to delve into the world fearlessly and with an equal amount of passion.
They're the most wonderful fans in the world, and for so many of them, the love of story, the love of imagination, the love of adventure, the love of alternate societies and cultures and dreaming them up. It is such a wonderful world and family to be part of. In my own way, I was part of it from the side with an Indiana Jones adventure, and now experiencing it at the start of a Star Wars adventure. It's just the thrill of having a warm and welcoming audience who are so excited to see what you've got to share.
We went last year to Anaheim, and we were just a secret, weird thing that people had heard about, and what was it, and what were they doing, and we hadn't shown it to anybody, anywhere, and so we kind of felt like we were just sort of surfing through the event last time and marveling at, now it's really, these are our people now, this is our audience, this is our thing. What am I most excited? There's so many things. I guess, I really want them to feel that we stick the landing. I mean, really, it's sort of graphing onto the question before, but I really want to feel like we honored there's some canonical things that happened in this 5-year period that we're responsible for. I want that audience in that room that really cares the most to feel like we've been, proper and reverential and careful with the property. At the same time, we really want to stick the landing.
It was like being welcomed home, like in the most incredible, intense way. It was like a family festival. And it's been amazing to come back with the reception of Andor already being out and it being so warmly received. And seeing firsthand still what it means to fans, And it just is a huge injection of energy to finish season 2 in the best possible way for them. And today has been wild. It's been really great. It's amazing to see it again, I mean, when you're filming, you kind of maybe forget what it looks like, and you can watch things back if you want, but I don't really. And then seeing that cut together, you just go like, oh my God, yeah, this is Star Wars. I'm in Star Wars. This is so cool.
We're right in the middle of filming season 2 right now. And so when you're filming, it feels like you're in a little bit of a isolated or protective bubble. You're working away, you're kind of crafting, your head is in character, but also in work. We're around studios. So to come here today, to step outside of that for a minute and to to see the people that it means so much to, it really feels special to be able to have been able to see that love today and that passion. Andor season 1 really set up all the characters, it set up the world, it set up each of the characters' ideals, also their drive and also their own personal sacrifices, and that's what we really delve into in season 2.
It's so thrilling to be here in my hometown, and just the energy is kind of, it's palpable in the room. There are just people so excited, so much passion, bouncing back and forth between, the panel and everyone listening and watching. And it's just, it is a great celebration, and you realise how many people the Star Wars universe has brought together over the years, over decades, and now all these new iterations with the new series driving younger viewers back towards the originals as well. It's this big cycle of life, which you just feel the passion in the room. You could just feel the excitement. You could just feel the thrill kind of rippling through the audience. They're ripe and ready for it. And I think the fact of the matter is, Andor was so well received because it's such a powerful piece of drama, real drama, and with such complex and emotional characters. So to see how that is the way it's going to go forth into the next iteration and to see their reaction to it was excellent.
Celebration matters because it's an opportunity we have to thank the audience, thank the fans. This journey has been amazing because of their support, their love. It helps you. It's a long ride, and since day one, I remember like 7 years ago we were here, and since day one they're there to cheer you up, to tell you how much what you're doing matters to them, and that just happens with Star Wars, and I was really happy today to be able to give back a little to these people, and to make sure they understand we're working really hard, and season 2 matters a lot to us, and we just want to make sure they love it as much as they did with season 1.
It's been so exciting. I think when we come to these things, sometimes you're promoting something, and I think for us specifically as Andor, people have already watched the show, and we're meeting fans after they've already watched the show, which is rare, for us to experience that. So that's been really special, and to see the excitement and the applause means that they like it, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm a part of something so special. We really do this for the fans. I mean, we wouldn't have a show if it weren't to be for them. I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't be playing Vix if it weren't to be for them. So to get to see and feel the excitement that something that you're creating in collaboration is bringing is just, it really doesn't get better than that. It's really interesting, sort of the format of this season, and I think that's I personally have never been in anything like that, and I've never worked in that format, sort of like the time jumps that happen throughout sort of the season, and in a way you'll get to see different versions of every character, and you're kind of see how they grow and how they've dealt with situations that you've seen happen before.